Most people live their lives in quiet desperation, constantly pulled in every direction by obligations, expectations, and distractions. They say yes to things they don't care about, just to avoid discomfort. They say yes to people they don't even respect, out of fear of judgment. But here's the harsh truth. Every time you say yes to something meaningless, you are saying no to something essential. Greatness begins with subtraction, not with doing more, but with doing less, better. The ability to say no with clarity and conviction is not just a productivity hack, it is a foundational life skill. It's how you regain control over your mind, your time, and ultimately, your destiny. The most powerful people in history, people like Steve Jobs, understood this intuitively. Jobs once said, "Focusing is about saying no." When he returned to Apple in the late 90s, the company was producing dozens of products. He slashed nearly all of them. People were shocked. But it was that ruthless clarity that saved Apple and led to its golden era. His refusal to get distracted by good ideas is what made space for great ones. Saying no is not about being arrogant, it's about being intentional. You are not obligated to respond to every message, accept every invitation, or explain every decision. You are not a machine built to please others. You are a human being with a limited number of hours, days, and breaths. Every yes must be earned. It must align with your highest values and deepest purpose. And yet, most people live the opposite way. They live reactively. Someone calls, they answer. A friend asks a favor, they say yes, even when it derails their own schedule. They accept meetings without purpose, commitments without meaning, and distractions disguised as opportunities. Slowly, silently, they give away their life. This isn't just inefficient, it's dangerous, because it dulls your edge. You begin to forget what matters to you. You confuse busyness with meaning, movement with progress. You feel overwhelmed, not because you have too much to do, but because you're doing too many of the wrong things. The word no is simple, but its power lies in how uncomfortable it makes you. Most people can't say it because they don't want to deal with the aftermath, the awkward silence, the disappointed look, the fear of being seen as selfish, cold, or difficult. But here's the secret. Saying no doesn't make you rude. It makes you respected. People who set boundaries are not hated. They are admired. Why? Because they value their time, and by extension, they teach others to value it too. When you say no clearly, directly, and without guilt, you show strength. You show that you are not easily swayed, that your attention is not for sale, that your life is yours to shape. Let me be clear. Saying no is not always easy, especially at first. You will feel resistance. You will second-guess yourself. But the more you do it, the stronger your inner compass becomes. You begin to filter the world through your own priorities, not someone else's. And with every no you speak, you make room for a deeper yes. Yes to focus, to health, to purpose, to mastery. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history, said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." Think about that. It's not brilliance that sets them apart, it's discipline. They guard their time with the ferocity of a soldier, because they know life is not a game of addition, it's a game of elimination. So how do you build this muscle? How do you train yourself to say no, especially if you're someone who's been saying yes your whole life? You start small. You begin by creating space between the request and your response. When someone asks you for something, don't answer immediately. Say, "Let me think about it." That pause alone gives you power. It gives you clarity, and often you'll realize it's not worth your time. Then, practice saying no without explanation. You don't owe everyone a paragraph of justification. "Thanks for the invite, but I'll pass." That's enough. People respect clean, confident communication, not defensive rambling. Next, learn to identify disguised distractions. Not everything that looks exciting is aligned with your goals. A business opportunity might seem promising, but if it pulls you away from your mission, it's noise. A friendship might feel familiar, but if it constantly drains your energy, it's a weight. You must protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. And here's the hardest part. Be willing to disappoint others. Not maliciously, but courageously. Your job is not to be liked by everyone. Your job is to become who you were meant to be, and that requires hard decisions. You can either fit in, or you can stand out. You can either be liked, or you can be respected. Rarely both. In the beginning, people might resist your boundaries. That's normal. If they are used to the old version of you, the one who said yes to everything, they might push back. But eventually, they'll adapt. Or they'll leave. And both outcomes are a gift. Because once you master the art of saying no, your life becomes sharper. You wake up with intention, not obligation. You do deep work, not shallow busyness. You attract better people, make better decisions, and feel more alive. You become dangerous, not in a reckless way, but in a focused way. You become someone who cannot be pulled in every direction. Someone who is anchored in purpose, not approval. Someone who is building a life, not reacting to one. So the next time you're asked to do something that feels off, say no. The next time you're tempted to dilute your focus, say no. The next time someone expects your time, your energy, your peace, without earning it, say no. Because every no you speak is a yes to your future.